Missing laptops, servers, a piano, office desks, and guns, all owned by the state of Kentucky and paid for by you, the taxpayer. Nearly $1 million of missing state property items that are gone, and state agencies don't know what happened to them. Back in May, WDRB requested the inventory list of all items from state offices that were lost, missing, or stolen. It took months for the state to finally provide these lists of what disappeared over the last 2 fiscal years. 11 state agencies reported missing items in 2018, totaling over $856,000. That's your money that no one in the state seems to know what happened to.
We started asking questions, and no state officials would talk on camera, but we did get some statements from their offices.
And many agencies are trying to downplay what's missing, saying the items have depreciated so they're not worth as much money. So what disappeared? Everything from golf carts to computers at agencies across the board. The Department of Agriculture had nearly $40,000 of missing items, some $1,200 and $1,300 desks, several mobile radios, and a $4,300 microscope. The Commission for Children with Special Health Care Needs listed a missing Nortel telephone and voicemail costing over $13,000. But the Commonwealth Office of Technology had the most missing items, $715,000 worth of computers and equipment, even an item listed as a $150,000 IBM server system, all gone.
But if there is personal data on its social security numbers, that could be problematic.
The state says the Office of Technology has been working to consolidate IT resources and upgrade outdated technology. Officials say these items were never received and haven't been located in 2 or more years, saying it's likely they were scrapped, traded, or thrown away, but weren't properly coded to show that. But no state officials can confirm that's what happened, or if the computers were disposed of properly. The person in charge of that department, Chuck Grindle, Kentucky's chief information officer. He's the highest paid member of Governor Matt Bevin's administration, making $375,000 per year. His salary has come under scrutiny by legislators because he reportedly makes more than any state information officer in the U.S. He also isn't commenting on our story.
This issue of inventory management has come up before. In 2017, state auditors found that the technology office wasn't able to identify all the servers it managed, as well as which ones contained sensitive or confidential information.
14 state agencies have reported missing items this year, totaling nearly $200,000. The Horse Racing Commission lost a golf cart worth over $5,600. The Department of Corrections had over $31,000 of missing items, including radios, scanners, and even a couple of guns that were reported stolen. The state's Alcohol Beverage Control reported a missing and presumed stolen Glock 42, but now tells us the gun was found. And there were big items lost in the Parks Department, a $12,000 John Deere Gator, a $4,500 piano, a $3,000 cherry poster canopy bed, lawnmowers, a refrigerator, even playground equipment, all totaling over $30,000. And the Office of Technology says the $75,000 worth of items it listed as missing this year suddenly have been found.
It'd be good to have more accountability. What happened if they sold them? Where's the money? Did they reuse it to buy new equipment? Is it just sitting somewhere? Just good to know.
Cyber expert Roman Yampolsky is a professor with U of L's Department of Computer Science and Engineering.
We showed you some of the data. What is most concerning to you?
It's not obvious what happened to the data on those drives.
The Kentucky Finance Cabinet puts the inventory procedures in place. State agencies are required to report missing inventory valued at $5,000 or more in their annual inventory report, although many are listing much lower priced items. The Kentucky Department of Agriculture says it made the list because it reports everything $500 or more that's missing. That office says 90% of the items reported in fiscal year 2018 were acquired from 1974 to 2009, and now that all offices are under one campus instead of multiple buildings, we believe this helps department staff track property and report it in a transparent manner out of respect for Kentucky taxpayers.
State officials say the Division of Forestry actually had equipment missing for at least 2 years and asked for it to be removed from the inventory.
There were nearly $24,000 in equipment lost. Most were handheld radios.
We kind of expect that the government is not very careful with taxpayer dollars, and it's hard to keep track of all sorts of objects. They get moved between departments. You might have a serial number attached to it, but if it's not properly entered, it's going to be lost.
We also asked Governor Matt Bevin for a comment, but his office has not returned our messages. With all of these items gone, the state just writes them off as missing.
The fact that they don't know what happened to them is kind of disappointing.
We put that list of all the missing items on our website, WDRB.com. Just click on this story. In Frankfort, Valerie Chen, WDRB News.